Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing great. My name is George, and this is the daily Sitrep, the public Sitrep, where we will check together what's going on Bitcoin chart. We will check S&P. We will check gold. We will find the most important levels for possibly this week. We talk about high time frame here. And towards the end of the stream, if you have questions related with the price action, with what's going on the chart right now, feel free to post the question in the YouTube chat, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. Okay, let's start with the Bitcoin chart because we don't want to lose too much time. Time is precious, right? So let's start with our TA for this week. So basically, each week, each Monday morning when I start my TA, I like to start with the blank chart just to get an overall idea about what's going on the chart. Right, so I'm on a weekly time frame. So basically what we can see here is that the price dropped, right? And then we see consolidation. So this is an interesting area in my opinion. And you'll see why. But other than that, we do have a couple of red candles here. Okay, so we need to pay attention to what's going on in this section of the chart. So this is a very, very interesting area in my opinion. Then we need to see how we're doing in terms of our ranges. You know, I love to trade ranges, and the ranges most of the time will give you the most important levels to trade, especially if you are a swing trader or possibly a day trader. As a scalp trader, obviously you need something more, some more levels, maybe some order flow to get that sharp entry. But for a swing trader, usually the ranges should give you a pretty good idea about what is going on this chart. But before I do that, I want to make sure that you can actually hear me. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, good morning. We do have people in the chat. Sound is good. Thank you for that. Thank you for that confirmation. And because we are here, and because if you like what we do here, if you want to, this should be in 4K. That's one thing that it is important. I'm streaming in 4K, so you can get a the best quality possible on the chat. And like I said, if you like what we do here, please don't forget to subscribe, share our content, like our content. And if you decide that what we do here is worth something, you know, we can go more in depth. If you want to become a trader, we can go more in depth. So we do have our Discord, and remember, in our Discord there's a free section where we can, myself or Victor, we are posting every day some couple of things, some high time frame ideas. So if you wanna, if you want to join our Discord, you'll get that every day. Plus, if you want to go more in depth, we do have some premium sections, 2 sections where we show you what we do in real time. We have streams every day, we have live trading session, and so on. So obviously, if you are interested in that, this is where we are. Discord, our website, successrepeated.com. You can find us on Twitter too, or here on YouTube. Okay, but now let's move back to where we are on the chart, and let's see how we're doing. Like I said, I would like to start with the high time frame range, right? High time frame range. And the last stream was 2 weeks ago, if I remember correctly, and the price was somewhere in this area. So the drop. Then we've seen the back test of the value area low, right? So really nice back test, and then we get back to this support. This support, it's not an, let's say, not a random level, but it is a very, very important level on the chart, and I need to mark it because we need, as a trader, we need to establish the support and resistance area, and then most of the time you can trade one in between. And if, let's say, a support is lost, most of the time it will be flipped to resistance and more downside is possible. Same story with the resistance. If the resistance is flipped to support, then more upside is possible. Basically, this is how you start your trading day, your TA part. So like I said, this level here is not a random place on the chart, but it is a very, very interesting high time frame SNR flip level. It was printed here, so it's has more than a year now, and as you can see, it acted as resistance, then was claimed, back tested. The first back test, remember, the first back test usually give the best results, and this is kind of the second backtest of this level. For the moment, as you can see, support, 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 and we need to see what's going on if the price will move once again towards this level. So this is our area of support, high time frame. Obviously, low time frame, we do have some other things going on. And currently, the value area low is our resistance. As you can see, lost, backtested, down we go. So high time frame, I would say this is a very, very important level. This is a very, very important resistance to claim, for the bulls to claim, and that will open the possibility for more upside. How much more upside? Again, we need to determine levels and so on, but definitely this level currently around 27,671, give or take. When we talk about high time frame areas, it's always a good idea to think about it more like an area, not to the absolute dollar. And to the downside, we do have this SNR flip level, right? So this is the level of interest to the upside. This is the level of interest to the downside, right? So let's keep that in mind as a high time frame. If this level will be lost, and most important, flipped to resistance, then that's definitely bearish price action. And at that point in time, the possibility that this is the local top are increasing. We are here, as long as this support is holding, one could see another push to the upside, right? And obviously to the upside, like I said, we do have this level, same story, claim this level, more upside is possible. Yeah. But as long as this level is resistance, yeah, I would say more downside is possible. And this is where we are right now. Okay, so this is the high time frame view, right? Now let's hide the high time frame view. Let's keep the SNR flip level on the chart. Let's hide this, and then let's move to this section of the chart again, where this level is very, very important, right? Because since this level was printed, and as long as this level acted as resistance, we had a range here, and the price spent some time above the value area of the range, below the value area of the range, but other than that, and when this level was claimed, then we're forming a new range here. So basically, as you can see, the price is moving from a range to another range, and now we need to see what's going on. And this range becomes important, not only because this level is the top of the lower range, but also, as you can see here, the value area high of this range acted as support. Again, missed by a couple of dollars, but this is a high time frame level. And as I mentioned earlier, when we talk about high time frame levels, it's good to think about it as an area, not to the absolute dollar. If the price will get acceptance back into the value area of this range, right? So currently the value area high of the lower range comes around 23,470, 60, whatever. But this is the area. If the price get acceptance below this levels, let's say 23,500, right? That would be bearish, and that would at least open the possibility to the point of control and the value area low of this range, if not possibly lower. So you see, this is why I like this kind of ranges, because they give me levels to work with, right? We do have the top of the range, 25,222, and then the next important level to the downside is the value high, like I said, currently around 23,500 area, right? Then we have a range here, right? But also the price formed a range to the upside, and definitely I'm interested in that range, and that range is currently this one. And again, this range, like I said, the ranges most of the time are giving us everything we need for trading, especially swing trading and possibly day trading. Because as you can see, the value area low of this range, together with this high time frame SNR flip level, is acting as support, right? We've seen this week, but other than that, support, 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 right? But not only that, check this push to the upside. Check this push to the upside straight into the point of control of this range. The same thing I was saying here. after the value are high, the point of control is the next important level. If we take into consideration the range, check what happened here. So the price pushing to the downside, but the value area low of this range, obviously together with the other level, value area low holding as support, then push to the upside right into the point of control of this range. Obviously small wick to the upside, but again, this is a high time frame level, and I would think about this as an area, not to the absolute dollar. But other than that, and with only with this information on the chart, one could very simple design a trading plan, right? And when you see support, resistance, at support you look for longs, at resistance you look for shorts. Very simple. This is how you trade, and this is how you become profitable in the long term. If on top of that you add some local levels, like some horizontal levels, some fibs, some order flow to check the reaction, then your job should be so much easier. But take into consideration these high time frame levels. They will always give you the edge, right? If on top of this we add, I don't know, a fib pool. Like I said, the fib pools are very good, and this is give or take the local golden pocket, right? So very nice confluence, high chances for this to give us a reversal. If you check the reaction, you know, very close invalidation and a lot of space for more downside. And if I remember correctly, I was posting about this situation, and I was posting using some other levels, and I'm talking in the free Discord, and I was talking about this monthly level, right? This monthly level, and I said, look, this is our resistance, and this monthly level is very important. And now let's go to 1 hour time frame to show you how to, very good way to combine the high time frame, a high time frame level, which is definitely the point of control here, together with this level, with the monthly level. So I said, look, as long as this monthly level is holding as support, then more upside is possible, right? If this level will be lost, then the next important level to the downside is actually the value area low of this range. So the price started to drop from here, creating some bearish market structure. Market structure is always very important to check. Then the push to the upside, then the price once again slowly got acceptance below this monthly level, and then in a couple of candles the price reached the target. If on top of that, like I said, you add some order flow, because in this section of the chart we had the double day distribution, right? It took some time, took 2 days to play out, but still very important. Double day distribution with everything that you want. Let me show you that. It was not this one. Let me see if I can see. Okay, it was this one. Double distribution, single print in the middle, the discrepancy between the point of control and the time and the volume point of control. Everything played out. Obviously it took, like I said, 2 days, but it played out. But to get back to the original point, if you have these levels and on top of that you add a couple of levels, some order flow in the middle, everything should be so much easier. But if we clean the chart just a bit, right, if we clean the monthly levels and if we clean the fibs, then we are left with this point of control, value area low of the range. Because like I said, at the end of the day, those are the levels that will give us the best trading possibilities, right? Okay, so this is what we have right now on the chart. We do have a clear support formed between this high time frame SNR flipper plus the value area of this range, and we do have a clear resistance, the point of control of this range. Like I said, additional confluences. Let's start with this one, the last retracement, right? Something along these lines. And also we can do the same thing in reverse. So basically we do have the local golden pockets also holding the price down and up, acting as resistance or as support. So as you can see, those are the most important areas on the chart right now. When one of these area will break, then a larger move is possible. Meaning, if this support will break, one could see more downside possible. Or if the price manages to push here once again and this resistance will be claimed, then one would say more upside is possible. More upside is possible. Once again, we do have a range. Please allow me to hide the fibs. We do have a range and the price is here at the value or low point of control, but also we do have the value area high somewhere around 29,500 area. Value area high with some interesting confluences, like once again, we can pull the bigger golden pocket. We do have levels here, we do have confluences, and if we enable the horizontal levels, then one could see we do have a lot of levels, weekly, daily, and untapped monthly. So we do have a lot of levels, a lot of confluences in this area. But to keep everything simple, like I said, these ranges, learn how to trade the range, and you should do fine, especially if you are a swing trader. Now, let's focus on what do we have right now, because the high time frame for me is very, very simple. This area is support, right? Value or low. The high time frame SNR flip level, this is support. Support is support until proven otherwise. And then we do have the point of control acting as resistance. Next important levels to the upside. Value are high, so the 29,500 area. Again, think about it as an area. Also, the next important level to the downside is actually this one, this low, together with the value area high of the lower range. And also we do have some interesting levels, but keep in mind, we are at support, right? Support is support until proven otherwise, meaning in this area, the only trade that I will look for is a long or no trade, depending on what's going on, depending on the context, depending on the reaction. And the next important level to the upside is the 28,100, give or take, area, right? The point of control. Now, this is the high time frame. Then, in my opinion, at least on this chart, there's not much to add. Now, let's move to lower time frame and to check actually what's going on a lower time frame, right? We do have this and we do have this. Now, this is support, and like I said, support is support until proven otherwise, right? But one will need to think, what is my invalidation for a trade, right? So I'm looking for a long here. This is an area where, you know, one will look for longs. But we have to think about where's the liquidity right now. And the liquidity, by liquidity, I mean stop losses, because I get this question, what do you mean by liquidity? Liquidity is stop losses, right? And the stop losses right now are here. You see, lower low, followed by small front run, so higher low, and another small front run, another higher low. So definitely, if someone is in a long, I would say most of the stop losses, hopefully that certain someone booked, take profit one, or even close the entire trade, so no problem there. But if someone has a long open, my best guess is that the stop loss is somewhere in this area. Guess what? Right into this SNR flip level. So the price is building liquidity in this area. For me, this is not a random move. So we still have a lot of liquidity in this area, right? So if, let's say, you want to take a trade right now, and like I said, we are at support, and at support, we're talking about long. So let's say want to take a long here. Definitely the target should be still the high time frame point of control. Problem is, where is your stop loss? So remember, we do have a lot of liquidity. So definitely we don't want to have, we talk about swing trades here. We don't talk about scalps. We don't talk about day trades. We talk about swing trades, right? So you always have to think about liquidity, and definitely you don't want to place your stop loss in an area with liquidity, because the price is always searching for liquidity. So if I have my stop loss here, maybe we'll see another push to the downside to take the liquidity. Remember, a stop loss for a long is a short market order, right? And we could see some big wick to the downside. So this is one trading idea, right? Like, we are at support. Obviously, we'll go on lower time frame to see what's going on there and so on. But the main idea should be this one, but one will need to think about this, right? Is this actually the best trading idea? I know, could be. And if this is the trading idea, where is your stop loss, right? Because I would give it just a bit of space below, right? Problem is, if, like I said, if the price will move once again to this area, and if this liquidity will be taken, you never know what's going to happen. So we could see a big wick to the downside, you know, and maybe your stop loss will be taken. So what I'm going with this, we are at support, and as support, at support, you're looking for longs, but the best trading idea, in my opinion, will still be based on a swing failure pattern of this area. We do have liquidity, so a swing failure pattern in this area. So let's say the price will do something like this. Boom, stop loss, claim this level. Sorry about this. Let's delete this. Boom, boom. So let's say the price will do something like this. Let's say the price will move here, take this low, boom, and then up we go, right? Then we can actually use that information because we do have a level, a high time frame level here. We do have liquidity, and in this situation, please excuse my drawing, it is what it is, but that would be a very, very good trading opportunity. Now, stop loss, depending of the wick to the downside, I would give it just a bit of space, right? Swing failure pattern, right, of this low, for example, you see that level claim, that's your trade. And obviously the bigger target is here. So that would give a very nice risk to reward ratio for this trade, and with a very, very clean and very close invalidation. Problems in between. Well, at that point in time, as you can see right now, depending on if you're looking on the weekly, if we're looking at the daily, as you can see right now, I'm checking on daily time frame, and the value are low, the price is below the value area low. So in between, we do have this level. So the price needs to claim the value area low of this range. But if that happens, the possibilities for the point of control are increasing, right? So that would be the first trading idea based on this liquidity grab. Like I said, the swing failure pattern is always a good trade, great risk to reward ratio, and very, very close invalidation. So actually worth the risk. Obviously, a swing failure pattern must be traded based on reaction. You need to see the reaction. You need to see the bulls. You need to see the buying power. You need to see the change in market structure. So you don't. It's not a good idea to just preset here because you never know what's going to happen. So a swing failure pattern should be a trade based on reaction. But if that happens, you know, that would be a very, very nice trade in my opinion. So wouldn't be the worst possible thing in the world to set an alert in this area. If that alert is triggered, then you can check the reaction, take the trade, and then let's see what's going on. Always don't forget about the risk management for each trade. And obviously this is not financial advice. This is just for educational purposes only. So this would be the first area where I would actually be interested in a long, and keep that long running for more than just a scalp or a day trade. But also, like I said, as a trader, we need to pay attention to details and pay attention to what's going on the chart. So that would be the first area. And like I said, that would be an easy trade, easy long based on a swing failure pattern. But there's always the possibility that we're not going to get a swing failure pattern there, right? So like I said, the bullish scenario would be this, boom, boom, possible backtest, and then up, right? This is the easiest trade ever. However, as a trader, you always need to at least take into consideration this. Price going just a bit deeper, this level flipped to resistance, and then more downside is possible. That's why I said this must be traded based on reaction. I don't think it's a good idea to actually preset for this kind of trades. So this is another scenario. So let's say this SNR flip level and this liquidity is not enough to push the price to the upside, or the other story could be exactly this. we get the swing failure pattern, but this area, this entire area, the value area low of this range starts to act as resistance, and then we see more downside. There's also a valid scenario, because as a trader, you need at least to be aware. You have a trading plan, but you need to be aware of the levels. You need to know where you're wrong and where you're right in that trade, right? And then if this area will not give a proper reaction, then we're left with the other level to the downside, and we can mark this one also, right? This is the bottom of the range. Let's mark it for a swing failure pattern, right? And here, like I said, we do have some interesting levels, because it's not only the low, where again we do have stop losses there. Also, it is the value area high of this range, right? If we pull some fibs, let's pull it from here, from the last retracement to the higher high. We're still within the golden pocket, right? 0.71 here. And if we enable the horizontal levels, let's enable the monthly levels. Then we still have this monthly level, untapped monthly level, 23,134, right? So we do have some interesting levels in this area. So if no reaction at this liquidity and this SNR flip level, then the next important level to the upside would actually be this, the low for a possible swing failure pattern, monthly, untapped monthly level, small front run here, 0.71, this level gives really good results, and also the value area high of this range. Below this level, and this is very, very important, below this level, I would consider weakness, and I would expect the 20K area. Point of control, this low, value area low, and also if we pull the fibs from the lower low, somewhere around, once again, the golden pocket, right? So those are actually the levels that I'm interested in trading. So a long, based on this liquidity grab, only if we see a swing failure pattern, and if the price manages to get acceptance back into the value area of this range. Please allow me to hide this, right? So if we get a swing failure pattern here, if the price manages to get acceptance back into the value area of this range, then yes, the point of control, this area, the 28K area, comes into play once again. If no swing failure pattern here, then, like I said, swing failure pattern of this low, 23,610, right? With the confluences that I showed you earlier. The 0.71 and that monthly level. A monthly level is always a very, very interesting level to trade, 23,134. So that would be this area. So long here based on the liquidity grab, or long here based on the swing failure pattern monthly and the other confluences that we do have on the chart. Below this level, like I said, weakness and the 20K area comes into play. That is very, very simple, my trading plan for today and for the rest of the week, or who knows, maybe for the next for the rest of the month, because this kind of consolidations, this kind of ranges, they could last for a week, 2-3 weeks. But other than that, like I said, those are the levels that we do have on the chart right now. In terms of horizontal levels, obviously there is always something to take into consideration. So locally, we do have this daily level, 26,237. Great. We do have this level. We still have this older. I kept this one on the chart because it is acting as support as we speak. That would be 25,738. And then there's not much. We talk about untapped levels, right? There's not too much. So to the downside, we have the monthly level, 23,134. And to the upside, this the area of the value area high, where we do have an untapped weekly level 29,282, and then daily and another daily, and very, very important, this is still an untapped monthly level. So just in the same way we do have liquidity in this area, right? Also we do have liquidity in this area, so just below this monthly 30,460, as you can see, high and then lower high, and lower high. So in this area we do have a lot of liquidity, but for the price to get there, first we do have the point of control here, and then obviously the price could push to the upside. But other than that, those are the most important levels right now on the chart, right? The other thing one could do, because up to this level we talked about high time frame levels and what are the most important levels, but also here locally the price is forming a range, right? So the price is forming the range since this drop and something like that. And as we can see, basically this, we had this very nice deviation from the range, but other than that, the most of the price action is still within the value area of this range, right? Let's hide the horizontal levels too. And like I said, most of the time, this local range will give you the levels to trade. Value area high, rejection. Point of control, value area low, point of control. Now let's see what's going on. So as you can see, these levels are very, very well respected. If on top of this, you can add some additional confluences, like for example, we do have, I don't know, the golden pocket area, right? Golden pocket, bounce here, another bounce, and so on. This is more, we get into a scalping towards day trade. You know, this is what you need. But again, based on these ranges, most of the time, these ranges are giving you all the levels. As you can see here, there's not much to add to this picture. The ranges will always give you a very, very good level to trade. If, like I said, on top of that, you can add like horizontal levels, right? Level like this one, or like this one, a fib pool, a naked point of control, you know, some additional confluences. But we need to remember this market is run by volume, and that's why these fixed ranges are giving a very, very, very good trading opportunities. Doesn't really matter if we talk about high time frame, mid time frame, or low time frame, like the one that we do have right now on the chart. You can see most of the price action is within the value area. Big deviation. You don't see this every day, that big deviation. Small deviation to the downside, but you do have a level here. So if you're trading, you need to be aware of this high time frame SNR flip level. Liquidity, right? So let's see how this day and maybe this week will develop on this chart. Like I said, here we are at resistance, and for me it's very, very hard to short here for a scalp. Yes, like for example, the point of control. Okay, fair enough, small front run, but you get the idea. You know what you're doing, right? What's the next level to the downside? Value area low. Again, very, very small front run, but you know, you get the trading idea. But other than that, yes, scalp shorts, yes. But other than that, to short here, that would be something that I don't like to do. So this is a long or no trade area, but I would like to see this. I would like to see a swing failure pattern of these lows, liquidity grab plus a high time frame SNR flip level. And then I would like to see definitely this claimed value are low, point of control, value are high. And then we move to this level and possibly higher. Or if no reaction here, then we talk about this level, 23,600, low of the range, plus monthly and plus the monthly below, right? Let's put the monthly once again. The monthly below. That would be the trades that I am interested for today. Hopefully we get one today or this week. Let's see if we have some news. So today not so much. Okay, the 13th, that would be when? Wednesday. Okay, fair enough. Wednesday we do have news. So let's be prepared with our levels. We know the news, usually they bring the volatility. So on Wednesday, maybe we'll see a very, very interesting push. I'm ready for that. And let's see what's going on. I know exactly what I'm wrong. If the price will go here and I see a swing failure pattern, then I would like to see the price get acceptance back into the value area of this range. Also, the value area of the bigger range, right? Let's not forget about that one, right? And if that happens, you know, more upside is possible. If we start to see rejection and a new lower low on the chart, then very, very simple, I will look towards the next level to a downside. If no reaction here, then yeah, that becomes really, 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 really bearish. And yeah, we talk about, once again, the 20K area. Those are the levels on the chart right now. Okay, so there's not much to add. This is Bitcoin. I hope everyone understood my trading plan for this week. And let's see what's going on. Before I get to the next level, to the next chart, let's see if we have some question. You're a professional scalper, correct? Do you think we can scalp Bitcoin just based on a very good reaction on the trend reversal order flow, 5 minutes order flow without significant contextual level? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But that would be, you can, basically. You can trade based on this one, right? And the order flow. So definitely you can trade on this. But to get the best results, I would still think you need to get some sort of idea, a high time frame idea where we are on the chart. And why I say that? Because let's say the price is here, or I don't know, at a very important level, let's say this level, and this is support, but you're not aware of this, and you keep shorting, right? Because the trend reversal and the order flow and the, I don't know, the overall order flow is bearish, correct? But it is, like I said, it's always a good idea to think about the high time frame, because when the price is approaching an important level of support or level of resistance, even if the order flow, let's say, is still bearish, the possibility for a bounce there are still very, very high. Let's say a swing pattern, right? And you're not aware of that level, and you keep shorting, and you're not aware of the fact that we are at support, and that could lead to some losses. I talk from my personal experience. One of my biggest losses came from it was, well, a long time ago, but I was keep longing into the 57 K area, which was the value area high of a range of the high time frame range plus the golden pocket, and I wasn't aware of that, and I was keep longing right into that area, and everything worked out great until the price dropped, and I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't aware of the fact that the price is, no, we are at high time frame resistance, and I wasn't capable to flip my bias to instead of keep longing into resistance to short, because we are at the high time frame. So that's the only thing, right? You need to be aware where we are on the chart on a high time frame. But other than that, and for scalps, for these small moves, yeah, you can use the trend reversal and the order flow, basically the order flow you can use, and that should be enough. Again, it's not the best situation, as no, you need to have some levels on the chart, but yes, you can trade based on the order flow. Okay, so that was the question. Now let's move to S&P ES CME chart. Okay, and just by looking at the chart of this chart, obviously monthly time frame, this doesn't look like a bearish chart to me, right? Doesn't look like a bearish chart. Okay, we had this retracement, then the price is pushing, right? We do have bullish market structure on a monthly time frame and so on. And now we need to see what's going on. But based only on what I see on the chart, I would say I would favor still more upside. I would favor more upside. Now, let's get to the technical analysis and let's see how we're doing in terms of ranges. So that would be, this would be the first range that if you check what I do in these streams, you should be aware of this range, right? So as long as this level, the value are high of this range is holding as support, I would say more upside is possible. That's the first thing that one needs to see. Obviously, a rejection here based on the swing failure pattern of this level. I mean, that's not an, again, the swing failure pattern are very, very easy trades with very clean invalidation and a lot of space for more downside in this situation, right? But then again, the price moves here and this is a support area, right? And now I've seen the bounce. So high time frame, and I'll keep saying that as much as I can, as long as this level, the 43.80, give or take, think about, again, this is a high time frame area and think about this as an area, right? This is a high time frame range and we need to think about this as an area. But as long as this, the value are high, is holding as support, then definitely more upside is possible. If the price will get acceptance, will lose the value are high, and will get acceptance back into the value area of the high time frame range, the point of control, and as you can see, this consolidation area here, because it was point of control, rejection, point of control, rejection, point of control claimed, boom, value are high, and higher is possible, right? And the other thing that I would like to mention here, you see I'm using the same tools on any chart. Doesn't matter if I check the Bitcoin chart, if I check the S&P, if I check gold, this is the same story. These ranges, the horizontal levels, the fipples, if you can get access to some order flow for this, that could be additional confluences, but I would think the most important levels are here on the chart. And what I'm going with this, basically what we are trying to do, we are trying to build a trading system that works for any kind of chart. Doesn't matter if you trade crypto, stocks, forex, whatever, this trading system will work. And well, you can see the results right here, right? So basically we are here and we've seen this. So high time frame, there's not much to add. As long as this level is holding as support, more upside is possible. How much more upside is possible? That is something that we need to determine. Also, we do have a new monthly level here. So let's enable the horizontal levels. Obviously, we do have a lot of levels, but very, very important, this is a monthly level, right? Now let's go to daily time frame. And actually, let's go to weekly because we started a new week. And we do have some interesting levels. So first of all, we have this weekly level. Okay, the price is here. We need to see this is an older monthly. This is an older monthly, but still important, right? And also we do have this weekly level 42.82. This one in between, an older weekly, it was printed here, but check this and we'll go on lower time frame. It was the absolute bottom for this retracement, absolute bottom for this retracement. So very, very interesting level. And that's why when I see this kind of respect for this level, I would still like to keep these levels on my chart. Right, now let's move to the daily time frame. We do have a daily level here, tapped, but still important. See, boom. And we're here once again. So I need levels to actually to check what's going on, because on this chart, usually you can see a 1% move, but most of the time the intraday movements are around 0.5, 0.6%. So we do need levels on the chart. Like I said, this weekly, check this weekly, perfect touch of this weekly, and then the next day, boom, gap to the upside. Very, very interesting move. Very, very interesting move. And now the price tap the daily, move to tap the weekly, move to the daily, and now we need to see what's going on here. The next interesting area on this chart definitely this monthly level, right? Where we've seen this retracement, right? Took some high, right? The liquidity, remember, the price is always searching for liquidity. And also we do have the golden pocket here, is still there, right? So the last time it gave a very, very nice reaction together with this monthly. The price starting to lose some levels, move to this weekly, but now we're back up. We need to see what's going on here this time, and unless we get some sort of crazy move, the price should take the liquidity. Let's see the other ranges, because we do have some other ranges. Okay, so we do have this range, right? The top range. Please allow me to hide this for a second, right? And also hide this one, because this range is a very, very interesting range. So this range is basically based on the price claiming the value area high of the bigger range. Also this gap, you can see gap, gap, and gap. This chart likes to create gaps, right? But this is also very, very important area, right? And last time we've seen the rejection from the value area high, like I said, value area low, point of control, value area high. So very well respected. If on top of this we add a golden pocket, if on top of the golden pocket and everything else, we do have a monthly levels like the one from 45, 41, then obviously the possibilities for a reaction there are increasing. But like I said, right now we're approaching this area. Again, we are at resistance, right? But the easiest trade here would be based on a swing failure pattern on this high, possibly going to this one, right? Then again, swing failure pattern, always an easy trade, right? So if we see something like this, then boom, very important, this monthly, we need to see the price get an acceptance below this monthly, and then we still have this area, right? Monthly, we do have the point of control, we do have value low, we do have this weekly, so more downside is possible, yes. But again, you always need to see some sort of reaction, like the last retracement, swing failure pattern, great. Now, if the price will do the same, maybe go to this high, like swing failure pattern, then that is information that I can actually work with. Have a very clean invalidation and the possibility for more downside. Let's not forget, like I said, let's not forget about this weekly level, right? Because the last time was very, very easy, because this monthly, the monthly level, the 45, 41. This monthly level was very, very close, right, to the top. So price got acceptance, more downside is possible. Now, if the price will move to this area, once again, we need to see the level, this level, the monthly lost, because the other option could be this great swing failure pattern, but the monthly is holding as support. And then very, very simple, the next monthly, untapped weekly level 46.17, 46.08, that is the major target. And let's not forget about the liquidity that we do have in this area. So a swing failure pattern, right? Something along these lines, right? So if we do see another swing failure pattern, this monthly level is the key. The price needs to get acceptance below this monthly, then we move to the weekly, we move to the daily, and so on. So we trade level by level. But if this monthly will be flipped to support, so it was resistance, claimed, back tested, then very, very simple, more upside is possible. Even if you trade in this area, and if we get this scenario, then you know that's a red flag for your short, and you should be out of the trade, or move your stop loss at entry. It really depends how you want to handle this kind of situation, but definitely you need to pay attention to this kind of levels, right? The horizontal levels, the value area high, these levels not only give you a very sharp entry, but also gives you the idea about sign of strength, sign of weakness, red flag, everything is going according to the plan, depending on the reaction when the price is touching these levels. And imagine if you're not, for example, you're not aware of this weekly level, then how can you trade this? Maybe there is another confluence, maybe not, but you see, those levels are very, very well respected, and it is a shame not to have them on your chart. So yeah, this is basically the most important scenarios for this chart. Yeah, if let's say this is the top, could be, then I would like to see slowly this weekly lost, then this daily lost. Let's pay attention to what's going on with this gap, and then very, very simple, get back to this weekly point of control, the other weekly, and who knows. But that would be a harder trade. Let's go to hourly time frame. Okay, we do have some rejection, so we need to pay attention to what's going on here. This is the place where the market structure comes into play, right? Check the market structure starting on low time frame. If you start to see a change in market structure on low time frame plus this weekly loss, then you know, from the weekly to the daily, that's 0.3, 34, 35%. That should do good. No, this is more into scalping, right? But other than that, you always have to think about the high time frame levels, because those levels will give you the best trades possible. Very, very good RNR for that trade, and very, very clean invalidation. So let's see how this week will develop. Look at this gap. This gap was savage. I mean, this was just, you know, this gap to the upside. Very, very interesting move. Claiming the daily, and boom, up we go. So we need to see what's going on this chart. Okay, last chart that I'm going to check very, very quickly is gold. Okay, again, monthly time frame. We do have this interesting situation where we do have a triple top, and again, higher high, and then lower high, and another lower high. So that is a high liquidity area, and I'm more than interested what will happen if the price manages to push to that area once again. Other than that, let's see our ranges. So the local, the first range is here. So basically we are above value are high, so definitely this is not bearish price action. The price needs to get acceptance below this level, and then it will open the possibility for lower. But for the moment, more upside is possible on this chart. And again, I need to look at this triple top. This is something that I don't think this is random, right? This small front runs, see, high, lower high, and another lower high. This is not random on the chart. Yeah. Okay. Next range, basically the range since the point of control was claimed. And here we do have some, let's hide the first one, and then we do have some interesting situation here, right? Where we do have the point of control, the value area high, right? So we already start to get information about what's going on this chart. So the price is fighting right now with the value, with the point of control of this range. And we need to see what's going on. We've seen weeks, a monthly close below this level, but also a monthly close above, creating some very, very interesting levels. And now the price is right on the point of control of this range. So it's still consolidation, indecision, more upside, more downside. So high time frame, I don't see a very, very good trade. The best trade still has to be on this area, right? But we still have a lot to go to that area. And because we are here, let's see the horizontal. So like I said, we do have a new monthly level here, 1965. Very, very interesting level. I'm still keeping this monthly here. Obviously we'll go more in depth. We do have a monthly, we do have a weekly, and so on. And we still have this monthly level here, small front run 1989. So we do have two untapped monthly level to the upside, still a tapped, but still a monthly level to the downside. So, and obviously we do have some other levels here, but they are kind of below. So 1826. Now let's move to the weekly time frame. And here we can see that we do have a new weekly level, 1939, right? And also, this one should be here. Also, we do have this weekly level below, and that would be 1889 plus. This one shouldn't be here. This weekly shouldn't be here because this is anticipating what will happen, right? But we do have a monthly level, right? We do have a point of control, and we do have a weekly level. Also, we do have this daily level here, right? Tapped, but still keeping it there. Let's go to the daily level, to the daily time frame. So we have this daily level, small front run here, this daily level, small front run here, and this is still a daily, but also a weekly level. So obviously I will leave it as a weekly level. So we do have a couple of things to work with here in terms of horizontal levels. Obviously, like I said, support is support until proven otherwise. And if on top of that, we add the point of control, right? So we do have the point of control. This should be very, very interesting. This should be very, very interesting because the price, if the price manages actually to, because last time was very, very easy trade, right? And that was on Friday. Swing failure pattern here, right? Swing failure pattern and back to the monthly and back to this daily. Now this is the second touch of this area. So let's see what's going on, right? If the price manages to keep the point of control as support, then I would say more upside is possible. And we do have this level. And not only that, the weekly, but also we do have the golden pocket here. So a weekly on a golden pocket, now that is an interesting situation. But still the price needs to claim this level, stay above the point of control, and then yes, now a push to this area, which currently that's around 0.6, 0.7%. Now that should be an interesting area, right? Okay, so this is in terms of horizontal levels. Let's see how we're doing with our ranges, because I know I do have some other ranges. Okay, so since the point of control of the bigger range was lost, the price was kind of forming a new range, right? And as you can see, we do have the value area high of this range. So here wasn't only the swing failure pattern of this, but also the value area high. So more confluences, that would give you more confidence. And also the point of control of this, let's say the local range. So you see the volume. So we're moving, if we hide everything else, right? If we hide this, and also if we hide the bigger range, sorry, not this one, but this one. If we enable this one, the price is still consolidating, moving between the point of control and the value area high of this range. So same story that I showed you on the Bitcoin chart, on the S&P chart, and on the gold chart. The volume is ruling these markets. You see, let's say if you're not aware of any other level, and this should be still enough to trade, right? If on top of that you mark the high and the low of the range, that should be more than enough. Obviously, this is a local range, and this is reliable information up to a certain point, right? Then we do have a bigger range, right? And that should give us more information, right? Because when I see the value are high on a point of control of bigger range, definitely this is important level acting as resistance. Then I short, claim, and flip to support. Then that is a place where you look for longs, right? So this is how you trade this kind of levels. But other than that, This is basically what everything that you need on this chart. So we are here. We are here and we need to see what's going on. If this level will be claimed, then I have no reason to believe that, you know, the price will not push to this weekly 1939. If we see another rejection here, then we do have monthly, point of control, daily, and also we do have liquidity in this area, right? We do have stop losses. So this is the resistance right now to the upside, this, and hopefully we will see some sort of, because obviously the price could push and then it's kind of hard to trade because you don't have a very good stop loss for this trade, right? So if the price does something like this, let's say it does this back test of this area, boom, then you can build a case. Aggressive, yes, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But other than that, this is resistance. Resistance is resistance until proven otherwise. And now we need to see what's going on. Definitely pay attention to this area where we still have liquidity, right? The liquidity was not taken. And definitely to the upside, we do have this. Then if the move becomes more bearish, yes, then we do have this, but there is a lot of space. Let's focus on what we do have right now on the chart. Like I said, the price, in my opinion, is still at resistance. Price took the high, so we need to see what's going on with that. Like I said, the short here would be the easiest trade, clean invalidation, but definitely you want to see some levels lost, and this should be a very good target. If this continues to push, let's see what's actually on a lower time frame. Okay, so the price took the high, great, swing failure pattern. And now let's see what's going on. Let's see the market structure. Okay, fair enough. So see, up to this point, bullish market structure, even on 5 minutes. So bullish market structure. And now the price is trying to change this market structure, right? Because we do have low, lower high, at least for the moment. And if the price starts to do this, lower low, lower high, lower low, then obviously we do have our levels to the downside, right? So that would be, and let's say if the price will go here once again, right? This will still be a lower high, right? And then we continue to see this, then this is the top, at least for today. However, if instead of that, we start to see something like this, okay, let's do this. Okay, and this is the next target. So we are here. You're in a short. You have a clean invalidation here. If the price starts to do something like this, boom, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Boom. Yeah. Obviously, one would favor the bullish scenario. So market structure together with the rest of the levels should define. For the moment, like I said, for the moment, the price is trying to change the market structure here. Let's see if we get this, right? And let's see what this day will bring. Last time, like I said, this one was an easy trade. This one, and also if we start to see consolidation here, so if we start to see this, then one will favor more upside, because this is consolidation below resistance, which by definition is bullish. So let's see how this day will develop. We do have a couple of traders in the group that I know they are trading gold. So yeah, let's see how this day will develop. That would be a very interesting day on this chart too. Obviously on Bitcoin and S&P chart too. Okay, so that would be my view over the charts for today and for the rest of the week. The most important levels: high time frame levels, mid time frame levels, Low time frame levels. Basically, this is everything that you need, in my opinion, to design a trading plan. All you need: set alerts, be patient, check the reaction, and decide if there is a trade for you or not. And remember, you can make money if the price pushes to the upside or if the price pushes to the downside. For me, really doesn't matter. You know, if you miss a move to the upside, there's always be the opposite move to the downside, and vice versa. Let's see if we have some other questions. So no questions. Great. Then hopefully everyone understood what's my trading plan for this week. And like I said, let's see what's going on. That'll be all for this stream. Hopefully, yeah, it's more than an hour now, but there are a lot of things to discuss, lots of scenario, lots of levels. So obviously we need to pay attention to this level. Other than that, I'll catch you all in Discord. Obviously, on the premium section where we post most of the information, most of the charts, but also in the free section we're posting every day something. So I'll see you all in Discord. And other than that, the next public stream will be on next Monday, and Victor will be the host for that one. And after that, that will be me once again. Okay. Yeah. Other than that, that will be everything. Thank you for everything, and I'll see you on the next show. Thank you for everything. Cheers and bye-bye.